Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Angelfish, and we are here today with Monster High, Monster Ball, Lagoona Blue, who is the second Monster Ball doll that I've gotten. And I got her early from Paulmart, although she showed up extremely early along with the rest of the Monster Ball line in Australia a couple months ago. Actually, no, it was early last month. And then the dolls have seen a full release in Canada. So if you are in Canada, you have access to these dolls. Congratulations, you are able to get the full set currently. I believe in the US they are slated for sometime between July and October, to my knowledge. Anyway, I have no time to waste with Lagoona. I'm really excited to get her out of box, so we're just going to do the basic rundown. Plus, I've already unboxed Claudine on this channel. I will link her in the end card if you want to watch that review. But, you know, similar box, just Lagoona's art now. And the important part, a-boom, her barcode. Feel free to screenshot if you want it. And with that out of the way, let's get her out of this plastic disco ball prison. Alrighty, babes, you know the drill. It is time for Lagoona Blue's accessory rundown. She includes a punch bowl, which that's a metal screw keeping the tentacles in place. Which means don't get it wet, it will rust. Unless you can dry it off with a Q-tip or something, or compressed air. And it's got like this iridescent, slightly transparent plastic on top of it to be like the little cauldron. It's got fish bones, seaweed, bubbles. You know, it's a monstrous little cauldron. And it comes with a little ladle, which is sculpted like it's got some of the liquid inside it, but it's not painted. We can do that ourselves. And the ladle itself is just, it's got a fish scale texture to it, and it is a kind of pearlescent lilac color. Then, of course, we have two glasses of punch, or two chalices of punch, with little seaweed on the side. No painted details, that's a bit of a shame. And it is a super glossy pearlescent plastic. Like, look at that, that is super shiny. So I don't know how well acrylic paint will take to it. Hopefully it will. It might need a spray of MSC beforehand. Next, Lagoona's little night out makeup. It's got a transparent blue thing. I believe this is lip gloss. She can hold it. And it opens and closes. And then, of course, we have her purse, which is slightly glittery. A kind of aqua. It looks on camera to be the same blue as the cups almost, but it is slightly darker, and it is of course a matte finish. No painted details on it, which is a little disappointing, and it opens to fit her makeup, which that is where it will go, that is where it will stay. We might add some painted details to that off camera. Speaking of painted details, her only accessory to feature them so far is this little photo booth accessory. It's a tentacle mustache. It's painted on one side. She can hold it. There's a finger hole and a hole for the rest of the hands to go through. The rest of the fingers on the hand to go to. And it is meant to go in her right hand. And she can hold it fairly well, as you can see. And we'll go over Lagoona herself here in just a second. But that is the final accessory, and it's got like a deep purple, which on camera appears to be blue, to a lavender, to a more neon-y purple at the tips. And I quite like that. It's cool. And of course, her final accessory is the party Polaroid postcard. I believe hers is different than Claudine's. If it's not, yeah, I don't have Claudine's near me at the moment, so I cannot double check. But I'm pretty sure each of the dolls comes with a unique little postcard. And it is, of course, just, you know, cardstock. Like the days of old. Now it is time for Miss Lagoona Blue herself. Boop! Here she is. There's a full look at her from the back. Something tells me that the way her dress is constructed, the printed fabric, your dress might not look the same as other Lagoonas in the store. Because it's not the same print all the way around. Like in the stock images, this lighter blue is towards the front. but I think they're just using like different sections of it, and it's got just a continuous gradient. It is a slightly sparkly fabric. I can't tell if it's their usual. Oh, it is their usual like stretchy knit fabric. Okay. The main bodice of the dress is, and it's slightly sparkly. It's got fish scale print on it, and in addition to faux glitter print. Um, and it's got like an gradient from darker blues to teals to even a little bit of like a purple pink in this midsection on mine. I don't know if other people have the purple pink section on theirs at all, or if it's like in the back or something, but I wasn't expecting her dress to be this dark. Turns out it's not a continuous thing. It may vary from doll to doll, which is actually kind of cool, in that sense. Now, Laguna does have curly saran hair. It's the same blend as one of the two Skultimate Secrets Series 1 blends that Laguna has. Like, it's the same light blue, same purple, same blonde. The only difference is she's got iridescent blue-green tinsel in her hair, and her curls have a light hair product in them, which can be soaked out in warm water. Ooh, that was a mouthful of a sentence. Hang on. It is makeup time. To the one person who complains that I'm constantly, quote-unquote, too close to the product in all of my videos, look away now, because this is probably going to piss you off. Anyway, if you're not that person, her makeup. Her brows are the most detailed I have seen them on any other Laguna doll. Skultimate Secrets, I guess Spa Day has similar brows, but they're not quite as detailed to my knowledge. The fish scales are the same fixed lighter blue scales like Spa Day has, which is nice to see. Like, it's something that I believe designer Annalise had mentioned was something that the paint team had worked on correcting with Laguna's future dolls, starting with Spa Day and moving forward. So that is nice to see. Love that. Her makeup is very dramatic. It is a deep magenta going to a purple, going to a coral blue on the outer creases, or not creases, but like outer edge. My leg is shaking the table. I am so sorry. I don't know why it is, but it is. Of course, she has her same usual, like, slightly pearlescent skin. Similar to Gigi's, if not for the bluish glittery undertone. She has this giant flower in her hair, which is a slightly bluish, glittery purple plastic with a airbrushed, glossy magenta center. It is a hair clip. It's just rubber banded in place. And her earrings are a similar material, except they are octopuses. No, it is octopuses, in English anyway. And then her necklace is a similar plastic, but it's, octopus tentacles, and it just kind of opens at the back. She's got some hair coming out of her neck hole. That's great. We're going to have to fix that later. That happens with dolls sometimes. Her lipstick. Let's talk about her lipstick for a second, because it's a similar effect to Claudine, where it's supposed to have dark outer corners to an ombre lip in the center. However, in practice, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to redo that myself to get it to a point where I will like it and it will look like the desired effect. But as far as it currently stands, it's not the best execution. Plus, mine's got like little cracks in it and warped from placement. So, you know what? It's fine. We're gonna be rid of those lips later anyways, and we're just gonna redo them to our liking. Similar color scheme, but we're gonna execute the ombre lip like an ombre lip, because I know how to do that with acrylic paint. Which, mass producing a doll is different. Getting an ombre lip with a stamped screening is different depending on the factory method. So I understand that, but, it's not executed the way I think they would have hoped. It's not executed the way to probably what the designers had in mind. Kids will probably like it, because it is a fun and colorful lip, but me personally, we're going to do away with it. Now, I did kind of cover the bodice of her dress already, but the upper parts of it are a netted fabric with a ribbon around the top here. This black netting fabric kind of resembles flower petals. It has little black glitter spots on it. And the pink ruffles have coral, like sea fan foil printing on them. It's one-sided, it's silver on the underside. She's got 2 layers of it towards the bottom. And of course her dress velcros in the back and has a 1 ribbon strap. Now for her shoes, they lack a bit of painted detail, but the flower is actually a separate piece that is pegged in there, so that's cool. It can kind of rotate. I'll probably add some painted details to it off camera, but it is a cute shoe sculpt. I do like it a lot. It's just giving 2014 unpainted shoe era for Monster High, which for a $30 doll, which that is what she's going to retail for here in the US, it's a little underwhelming, not going to lie, but, you know, still cute. And of course, she's got this pearl bracelet, which lacks any sort of pearl shimmer to it, and it is a rubbery material. I can feel that just by touching it. Now that, my friends, is Lagoona. Now, for final thoughts. I'm just gonna hold her because I don't have a doll stand, but as far as design goes, she is overall a very fun design, and I do love her. She's so pretty in person, so much prettier than the stock pictures ever can give justice to. It's nice to see her with curly hair again, even though, you know, curly saran does not leave the factory in the best state when it's like this. When it's like Claude's, it's a lot easier to take care of. You know, 4C saran hair is generally easy to make look super, super nice because it's already done most of the work for you. But, you know, ringlets like this, loose ringlets, a little bit more work needs to go into it. But it can be done. It just needs some soaking, some detangling, and some recurling. But I'll manage. As for the lip, I will dock her some points for that because, you know, from far away it looks good, but, you know, up close it's a little icky. I don't know if it's executed exactly the way that they wanted it to, but I will try again for her. Plus, mine did come with slightly damaged stamping there, like it is warped. You can see it's like scrunched up in some places, which happens with paint application sometimes. So, you know, she's a mass-produced doll. I'm not going to dock them points for that. That's just a personal issue that I have. A very personal qualm. You may very well feel different about that. And if you do feel different about that, please feel free to let me know, because I am interested about your guys' thoughts on her. Do be civil about it. You know, if you start acting a fool, you will get the boot. You know, general rule. And yeah, overall, you know, rating, I would give her, design-wise, as a standalone doll, because she is very fun to look at, 9.5 out of 10. As a Monster Ball doll, compared to the other dolls in the lineup, 8 out of 10. And as a Lagoona doll, out of the 4 different releases, she makes number 4 now. Out of the 4 different releases, I would rank her probably number 3 out of 4. I think her signature doll has definitely been usurped by her. It's like at the top of the list, Spa Day. She's the best one so far. Second is Skultimate Secrets Series 1, and then she would be 3rd place, and then her signature doll would be below her. But I want to know what you guys think. You know, do you like Monster Ball Lagoona? It is nice to know that she once again has saran hair, and so far has not had, up until Iridescent, a doll with polypropylene. So, you know, that's nice. That's always nice. Very sensory-friendly hair fiber. It just needs a little bit of taken care of right out of box. But, you know, people like doing doll hair, so that's fine. That's part of the fun. Anyway, that's all the time I have for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go take care of her hair, her lips, and stuff off camera, and I will see you all in another video. Bye-bye.